Okay, I want to show you something in the tools of the system that you may not have come across before. We may not have talked about. This is just some of the utility that is built in. It's easy to show you under the current inventory. And this has to do with filtering. Whenever I give you a list, such as the one that you get when selecting a client and you get their current inventory, sometimes you want to be able to find just some portion of this list. And that's what the tools up here that are grayed out, we're going to take a look at filtering, quick filter, or filter by selection, and advanced filter. So if we want to find, we have some inventory status here. Let's choose these that are on hold. We can just click the filter by selection, which is this little lightning bar filter, and it shortens our list down to just those that are on hold. We can turn the filter back off with this filter on-off switch, and it shows us everything again. There's also the ability, let's say we were in the client PO, and it'd be easier if we were to sort these by descending order. So we can click on either a sort ascending or sort descending, and it will give us a sort and descending order. Now this is an alphabetical descending order, so don't be confused when it's sorting that way. So now we have two ways to sort and a way to filter. There is an advanced filter that's available, and that is this one with a pencil. When we call it up, we get this grid, and we see our previous selection, item status on hold. And let me make this so it's not a full screen so we can see a little bit of our data behind it. This list above the grid, you will see matches all of the items. Terminal we see up here, client is actually hidden from you, client purchase order you see up here, product profile description has been named profile, but these are all the fields that are available, and right now it's set for item status on hold. If we were to turn this filter on, we would just get the items that are on hold. We'll turn it back off, we'll pull up our advanced filter again, and we want to have not the items that are on hold, let's erase that, but let's get a client PO, and we'll get everything that starts with 44, and our wildcard character is the star, that's shift 8. And so we'll turn on that filter. Right now you see our client PO showing on the screen, our PO 318974. We know further down there's some POs that start with 44. We'll hit apply filter. Now we just have those that are 44. But look, we have status that is available and status that is on hold, all mixed up. So let's get our advanced sort out. And let's say item status available. And let's enter our filter again. Now we don't have any of those that are on hold. Now maybe you want to sort by product 1. We'll click our sort button, and we see that really there's a subset here of a particular product that we're interested in, PS 00021. So we will call up our advanced filter again. Now because I had my cursor in the product 1 column, it adds the product 1 column to our search. And in this case we want wildcard 021. So whatever characters to begin with that end in specifically 021, which is the opposite of where over here we put in 44 and star. The system added the like and the parentheses. We'll see the same thing here. System adds the like in the parentheses. And we filter this, and it takes our list down to those that are available, those that have a client PO that starts with 44, and the items that end in product 1 021. If we want to see everything, we'll just take it all back just like that. Okay, so that is one of the utilities for being able to do sorts, ascending, descending, turning on and off the filter, doing a quick filter by selection, and doing an advanced filter by building out the grid. If we had to find a particular heat number, we could use the grid to find it. And you can also use a find button over here. As your data gets long, to find this find feature can get kind of slow, but here's the best way to use it. We'll put our cursor in the heat column, heat number column. We'll click find, and so it already says find what, and we're going to say everything that starts with AC 44 and look in heat number instead of say all of the fields match the whole field. No, we just want to match the start of the field, and we will search all, or we can search up or down from where our cursor is, and we'll search it as all. And so that doesn't limit our list, but it does highlight. You can see the AC 44, and then find the next, find the next, find the next, and so on, which is going to jump over. You notice it just jumped over our 43, and it will jump over the AC 45s down to the next 44. Slightly different find tool. It's can be useful, but it does not limit the list. If we want to limit the heat number list to just the 44s, let's go, or the AC 44s, let's go back to our filter list, and we can click in these columns and then function delete, or use your delete key to get rid of these. And what we want is the heat number, which is pretty far down in this list. Heat number, we'll double click it to put it in, and our criteria line is going to be AC 44 and a star for anything that follows. We add that filter, and then that shortens our whole list to only the things that match our filter. So very different to use the find than to use the filter. Those are some utilities that I want to bring up to you so that you're familiar with how to use the power of the system to find and filter those things that you need. This is also true when we call up a worksheet view. For example, let's get our bulk inventory summary with no planned loads in here. So this is a very similar sort of report, and it's in slightly different order. Let's go over to our heat number again. Heat number, which these at the top are all blank. We could sort descending, so that brings them up to the top. And then we can add our filter, and its heat number, and once again we said AC 44 wildcard, and please apply that. And so then we've taken a report from the system and filtered it down to something even less. And of course, remember that you can export all of this into Excel with this button here. And I already have a file, which is pretty typical. Every time you export it, it's using the title of the query to build that export. So I'm going to overwrite my previous one. Let's just say yes, and I'll get the export there. If I only wanted a portion of that export, for example, I just wanted to get my heat numbers and my product code over here. I can highlight a small portion of that, hit Excel, yes, I'll overwrite that previous file, and I just get the columns that I selected. And close this. We'll not save any of the changes that we made because we want the full report next time. Those are some of the tools that are available to you. Please let me know if you have any questions or have other goals that you're looking to achieve and aren't quite sure how, but I hope these help you a lot in making your record selections. Thank you.